Well, hey everybody, it's Tom here, back in the shop for another video. It's about time for another mail call because I've got a bunch of purchases piling up over here. I've got some shop updates and a smorgasbord of stuff for you. So first off, I still want to say, as always, thanks for watching my videos. I appreciate you guys subscribing. And we're getting close to 2,500 subscribers, so that's awesome. I think we're knocking on 2,400 right now. So once we hit that milestone, we'll have a killer giveaway, so stay tuned for that. And I guess I'll start off with a little shop tour and update on what's going on in the shop. So let me grab the camera and we'll go take a quick walk around. What do you say? Well, first off, I had to move the sticker board. You see it's in a new place. If you creators that have got stickers that aren't up on the board, how about dropping me an email and we can do a sticker swap. I've got plenty of real estate to fill up. But if you remember, it was over here under the arbor press, but I had to move it because I think this is going to be where the stove is going to live. So yeah, third time is a charm. I think this will be a good spot. I got to get it plumbed in. I've been getting stuff ready. The only bummer is, once we go through the wall up there, the stack is going to be sticking out here. Basically right up there out front. I prefer it on the side, but it is what it is. But this way, it'll force the heat towards the machining area where I'll be probably about 90% of the time. So it was over here, and before that I had it over there. Really didn't know where I wanted it. I still was tweaking the metal working area. So as you notice, I've moved the bandsaw because I had to make room for a new piece of equipment. Hopefully the light's good, not getting washed out by the sun. So the old Boyer Schultz that I had, if you watch the video series, the waves are pretty worn out and in really bad shape. Couldn't do really any precision grinding. I mean, it was good for grinding, high-speed steel bits and stuff that didn't need to be precise. So I've been on the lookout for one that's in really good shape. I don't want to take another gamble and buy one that's used and it may have issues. So this one is basically like almost new. It's seriously minty. It's got maybe about 5 hours of use on it. It was in a shop down in Florida. They bought it and then, like I said, hardly ever used it. So super tickled to have it. I would have liked a bigger one, but beggars can't be choosy. I would have preferred a 618 that was hydraulic, but this is just in such pristine shape. So, I couldn't pass it up for the money. So hopefully we'll be doing some grinding. You guys will see this on the future video. With old man winter knocking on our door here, I figured I better go ahead and get started. Got this firewood rack built. So now I just got to do is get some firewood for the wood stove. This is on the back side of the shop. So it should stay pretty much out of the rain because the weather pattern usually comes from the other side of the shop. So it'll be pretty well protected. So I got that knocked out. I just used some scrap roofing I had. That's why it's a different color. I didn't have enough of the red left over from building the building. But it'll work. It'll keep the water off of the firewood and hopefully that'll keep the stove all nice and toasty. Since we're wandering around the shop, I'll go ahead and just show this purchase out of order of everything else. But decided to kind of up my metric game. So I picked up a white cabinet for metric taps because the only thing I had was this one set here, which is a Matco distributed set. Obviously Hansen makes it, Matco does not make it. And let's see how it goes from about 3 millimeter to about 12 millimeter. So not a bad set, but like I said, I wanted to expand my capabilities, so I picked this up and I ordered a whole bunch more so I can start filling the drawers. This should be a nice addition to the shop. So it's been nice that the local farmers have found me and starting to bring me some work. What you see here is just a simple job. He put new bearings in these wheels, and the ID of the old bearings used to be 19 millimeter, and these new bearings, they're 17 millimeters. So just a simple job. All I had to do was basically turn down these axles so they'll slide into the new bearing there. So now he's good to go. And then got another upcoming video where I fixed a manure spreader, so be on the lookout for that one. Another farmer brought me that to fix, so thought that was pretty cool. It's good that I'm finally getting the word out. I've got some updates on some previous projects that I did. If you guys remember the grill top that I made for my neighbor down the road, well, he had a barbecue about 6-8 weeks ago, and while we're down there I grabbed a photo of that, so I'll insert that here right now. He's real happy with it, so I'm pleased. And also, if you remember the piece of starboard that I was milling and I screwed up, it went too far over here. Got a picture of it and the installation of it on the side of inside panel of the boat. So I'll insert that there for you guys so you can see that and see you know, how it fit, and if you didn't understand what I was doing, this will kind of give you an idea. Guess we can go ahead and start off with the random purchases. Hopefully the light's not going to wash this out too bad. Let's see if I can hold it through the viewfinder. If I can get it so the glare isn't bad. But picked up this lovely Ames indicator. I don't know, I have an affection for the Ames indicators. I mean, they're just built like tanks. And they're so smooth. I don't know, the dial and the fonts of the lettering is just, I don't know, to me, real pleasing on the eyes. And Ames made such a different variety of them. So, I mean, I've got a whole bunch of different reading indicators. But I picked this one off eBay for a screaming deal. I think it was I think it was like $29 or something. So, super happy to score this one. Well, I've been on the lookout for a nice carbide insert face mill. You know, these are your standard import, you know, Chinese ones. I mean, they work okay for what you pay for them, but I'm not real happy with them because the quality control, these pockets don't seem to be all milled at the exact depths. They're off. So what happens is, like, one carbide insert ends up doing a lot more work than the others. And, you know, when it comes across, it just seems to hammer, and the other three just kind of skip along. And the surface is just totally ugly. I haven't had any luck with these, even changing different quality inserts. So I've been on the lookout for a good American-made one that I can add to the arsenal, to my horizontal mill. And finally one came up. This is a, see if I can hold it and you guys can see it. This is a nice Walter. It's a 5-indexed carbide face mill, and it is 4 inches in diameter, or almost, well, yeah, about 10 centimeters. And I just got a 40 taper. So, super pleased to score this one. Hopefully this will throw some good chips and leave, you know, a really nice surface. And then I can just, like, you know, either throw these in the trash, or if I'm going to use them, I'll just use them on really, you know, rough, ugly material. And then once I get it down to a decent dimension, then I can come back and, you know, take the final cuts with something like this. And my last eBay scores here. Picked up this Simplex number 2 planer jack at a really good price. And I picked up this V-block think it's like $11 or something. Yeah, I mean, it's shop made and you can make one, but as cheap as it went for, I mean, you know, why add it to your to-do list? So I'm probably gonna just kiss it on my new surface grinder, get a little practice in and clean this up, make sure the dimensions are good. But thought that was a good buy. Me and my wife decided to go to a big flea market in the county next to us. It was at their county fairgrounds. It was a pretty good one, fairly large size. Now, good stuff to buy was obviously far and few. I mean, it's your typical, there's a lot of junk there, and you got to just kind of weed through it. But did find a couple goodies. Found this cool clamp. Love this, you know, ornate handle on it. And the screw hasn't been too jacked up. So, kind of tickled. Made in the USA. Don't know the age of it, but thought it was pretty neat. And also picked up this old sharpening stone. It's not too worn out down in the middle. Oh, seller only wanted $10, so I thought that was a good buy. Heck, the box is worth that. I mean, that's pretty cool, isn't it? And I found this Starrett inside mic set. Don't really need it, but I couldn't walk by it for $25. So she's let's see, what, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. A 1 to 9 inch. And lastly, found this cool little oil can. I'll add that to the shelf inside the shop office. But I thought that was neat. Figured I'd do a quick shout out and a big thank you to Kurt. If you notice up there at the top, I've been slowly getting license plates of all the different states. So he reached out to me. He lives in Vermont. He had this extra Vermont tag. So I got her up there on the shop. I appreciate it, Kurt. And last but not least, I just want to mention a couple public service announcements. Emma's Tool Fest 2021. If you guys haven't heard about it, go to her channel, see what it's all about. I've already done my tool and I've done the video, so I am just waiting to upload it. Everybody's supposed to upload their videos of their making whatever they decided to do November 24th. So there'll be a whole bunch of cool videos to watch on that day. Hopefully you'll find some you know, creators that you didn't know about, you know, especially for us guys that have got small channels. It's a really good way to get our exposure out there. So if you're a YouTube creator, you know, you've got a couple more months still to go ahead and make something. So be on the lookout for that. And also I've got a couple good upcoming videos for you guys. I mentioned I got the manure spreader. I've got a 2-part series on making something for the Monarch. So I'll be posting that soon. So, you know, I'm trying to crank the videos out and hope you guys still are enjoying them. You know, it keeps me going. So as always, you know, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And with that, it's going to be a wrap. And we'll catch you on the next video. We'll see you guys.